Do you want to have aim like this? In mechanics like this? And hit clips like this? Then you have come to the right place. So first we will check out my display settings. So for PC, I have windowed full screen. I just use my monitor. Obviously keep this here unless you're using stretched resolution, because this is like their basic recommended thing, which will give you like boosted FPS and stuff like that. Always have VSync off. It's gonna match your monitor hertz and it'll like mess up your delay and stuff. I'm up my frame rate unlimited for this video sake, but I like having it capped at 200 because mine runs in between 200 240, so you'd want to cap it at the least that you have. I like having it at 79% brightness because it's like the best brightness in my opinion. It's like the perfect like mix between bright and not bright. I like having Trianope on 8, or however you pronounce that, on 8, so that you can see your weapons, and I can see better in zone with it too. I honestly have no idea what this does. I just have it on. I guess it helps. 3D resolution at the max, epic and low, mesh is off, and then on plus boost is basically all that matters right here. Audio, main 69%, that's basically all that matters in here. Oh, and visual sound effects. Make sure you have that on 100%. Text chat, everybody, and then that's all that matters in here. I play NA East, so I have it on my server. Toggle sprint on. That's where if you just press your sprint button, it'll make you sprint instead of having to hold it down. Auto open doors off. It messes me up during fights sometimes. Mantle activation, hold jump. Holding forward, it's like it always messes you up because if you hold W or whatever you play on, it'll just make you mantle, and it's really buggy. Hurdle, you just press jump for me. Walking forward is also weird in my opinion, just like mantle. Hold to swap pickup, I don't use this. I never figured out what it did. ADS, hold, because toggle can mess you up during, like if someone's lurking or crouching up on you and you need to like swing around and shoot them, you won't be able to because you have to untoggle it. So while held is the best one for sure. Mark danger while ADS, yes, because you can zoom in and see enemies from afar. Auto pickup off. Swap. Oh, this is for the pump and dump. This doesn't really matter, but I used this while I was on controller. I have it on. Preferred item slots. Slot 1 assault rifle, 2 shotgun, 3 SMG, sometimes consumable, and then utility. And then auto sort to the right. Yep. And then continuous fire, that's where you will wait, actually I honestly don't know. Simple build obviously off, turbo build obviously on, simple edit off, disable pre-edit on. This adds a lot of delay while you're editing super fast. Confirm edits on both, because with none you have to double click your edit bind. I hate that in my opinion. Some people use triple edit binds. It's just an excuse for macros. Never fall for it. And then edit is for like people on scroll wheel reset. I don't use scroll wheel reset. And then reset is like the worst option. Nobody uses that. Contextual tips, that's like basic. I never changed it. NVIDIA highlights I have off because it will clip everything. Like every kill, it'll just clip it. I have my FOV at the normal FOV because I don't want it messing up how my game looks. Replay's off, but sometimes when you're, like, if you're a content creator like me, or something, like you're making videos, then you just want to have it on most of the time, so you can go into replay mode for videos. Energy mode, activate. Sleep mode, never have that on, also adds delay. Idle, always have that off. And Windows energy savings also off. It'll hold back your PC. I just keep this off so that, like, I can see my sprites while recording sometimes. Reticle on unless I'm using Crosshair X, which is a custom crosshair. Show this so you can see how much ammo you have left. Show spread. I don't really think this matters. I just have it on. Show recoil. This doesn't matter. These are both for first person, so like Blitz, not Blitz, the first person game modes and stuff like that. So you do not need that. Damage numbers on list, so it'll like show you how much damage you did every single shot that you hit. And then I have it on hit and icon, so it shows if it's shield or not. I have the numbers at 53%, so that they're pretty small, but they're a decent size. HUD scale 75. I think that's basic. I just messed it with it for a little bit. Spectator on. Player health on, obviously. On. This is, I'm pretty sure this is for, these two are to see your ping and stuff. This doesn't matter. This is like controller and mobile. This is what matters. You guys will probably want to pay attention to this. Invert mouse view off. None of this matters. Just keep it all off. X-axis sensitivity is 5.1%. You're gonna want like a slower sensitivity, especially if you're playing on like 800 DPI like me. You're gonna want to be on 5.1 and 5.1. For scoped and target, you're gonna want it at 28.9 for both. This gives you like enough room on your mouse pad, because I have a small mouse pad, so it gives me enough room to move my mouse enough to shoot players that are moving, like shockwaving and grappling. This is set at 130 and 125 so that I can move my mouse around and stuff while editing without having to move it like a far distance. Zoom scaling legacy. Legacy is the best in my opinion. I feel like it just changes something. I'm not completely sure what it does, but I think it does something with how your character like zooms into like your gun. Strafing. This is also pretty important. You're gonna want to have this at 65 so that you can walk to the right and left while moving forward at like a pretty decent angle. This is basic, so you don't need to change that. Binds. You will probably want to pay attention to this as well if you're trying to get good mechs and aim. Well, not aim, you know what I mean. You can also make it to where it looks like you're using something as a bind, but you're actually not. So it shows that I have pickaxe as G, but I actually don't. It's tab. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then scroll wheel. And then this is really important because it's the wall and like all the building binds. Top side button is wall. E is my floor. Stair is bottom side button, and roof, which is cone, is left shift. None of this matters except for edit bind now and your reset. I also have it as the fake edit bind right here as well. C is not my edit bind, F is actually my edit bind. So you're going to want to have as F. In my opinion, scroll wheel reset is very bad for beginning players. So you're probably not going to want to have that on. You're going to want to reset with your left or right click. Because even though that's basic, you're still going to want to use it. So you can reset your builds quicker without having to move your finger to the scroll wheel. And yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.